Start recording. I'm gonna go mess around with some things.
Alright, cool.
Alright. Let me know if the water boil.
Oh yeah. Good evening, stream. We are here today with Uberkrieg. I don't know what version we're on. 20.11? No, that's not it. We'll find out when he comes back. And we're going to be playing on what seems to be an incredibly open map. Just for giggles, just to see how it happens. Which means artillery needs to be backed up by wall of forces and cannot hide between forests. We'll get to see that a little bit later. If you guys don't know, I am Kelvin's brother. And we are here today to give a demo. And check for bugs. Always check for bugs. Now, if we had a chat and we were streaming live, I would like to look at the chat and respond, but seeing as we have none of those options, you're just gonna have to listen to me talk and eat digestive cookies. So I'm going to be playing the Commander CO, and he's got an extra buff to everyone around his radio range, or anyone within his commander's radio range. So in the big map, I'm hoping to get some powerful forces kind of clumped up. Since everyone's probably going to be within the same CO radio range, we should be okay. Probably got to play a little bit safer with him, not throw him to the front lines. Hopefully I won't get a little bit bored and throw everyone to their deaths. That would be a bad CO. And Kelvin's playing with lots of vision. Because he's playing with the vision, actually, yeah, I believe the vision CO. So he's going to get a better view of the entire map, probably I think by about one square. And it's a pretty open map, so we'll see if that's actually relevant. We're not sure at the moment. Looks like it's going to be a pretty heads-on play because it's pretty much just open plains. So recon actually might not be so great on here because I don't think there's any roads except for right along the top and the bottom sides. Recon will be good for me because it has a longer radio range to provide people with support. But if you put him on recon, he's not really going to go very far and he's going to be pretty weak. And in this open map where you can't really hide him, that might be a little bit dangerous unless you throw him on a city. So probably more like just a tank, something a little bit more robust. You don't want to lose him too early on because that's a lot of your power. I don't think there's any mountains in here, so you wouldn't want to throw him on an infantry and grab some radio range with that at all either. Oh, as noted, all commanders are going to be strong. So in this case, the commander bikes, the APC is going to have a particularly strong machine gun. So against infantry early game, that's going to do quite well. The land cruiser, if that ever comes out, should be pretty much unstoppable because he's going to have extra boosts on himself and be self-sustainable. Obviously, we're a little susceptible to covert ops, so we'll have to watch out for those.
Is that mine or yours?
This is my phone.
Okay. Oh, here's mine. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat here.
Oh, we do have a chat. Chances are no one's responding, but
probably. If
you do come on, we'll be happy to talk. Right, Calvin?
Yep, just as soon as I find it. Okay.
So as noted, Calvin's probably gonna wanna covert ops my commanders, but given the open field, he's gonna have to submerge, and to get through might be a little bit difficult. So we'll see how he gets on. I've been trying to entertain your crowd.
Well done. I hope this works. Now I got like a Discord open and what the? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's working.
Did you see the stream on your computer?
Yes, it is
Okay.
kind of working.
Are you on Twitch or?
I'm on Twitch right now, but there's also a Discord channel, so I'm not sure which one I should be on.
Probably the Twitch, considering Twitch actually views it, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys are on Discord.
Okay.
Gosh, it is not very, very good.
Very user friendly.
Yeah. Well, we have 2, which means there's 1 person watching, unless it's this.
It might be.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make some tea first. Why don't you? Oh, you're first, right?
Yeah, I'm first.
Why don't you take your turn?
Alright, and here we go. Except I'm on the stream and not on the actual game. Here we go.
What kind of tea do you want? Do you want Chinese tea? It's too late.
Oh, well, that's actually not good at all. Okay, there we go. So there is something down here. Oh, that's not capped.
Yeah, it's
Does player 2 have anything extra capped?
I can't remember. I think you have an extra base that's already capped. Oh no, like how many bases do you have that's red?
I have 2.
Yeah, I think I have 3.
Okay, so you start
I
off
think
with
that's
3. Okay, so I got 3,000. I cannot afford a commander because I'm poor.
Don't tell me things. Don't tell me. I mean, go ahead and.
We're like turn 1.
Yeah, all right.
I cannot afford a commander. That's going to be true in all iterations of this.
I have some dark tea, but I don't know what I did with it.
So we're gonna want to get this, or
Did I run out?
Yeah, let's start off like this. We'll see if we can branch that out nicely.
Sorry, well, I'm gonna make this tea before
Okay.
I take my turn.
Alright, let's see if we can get on Twitch chat and see if we've got any viewers.
Oh boy, I'm not well prepared today. Are you on Twitch?
I mean, I have Twitch accounts, I just don't know what they are. So they're gone forever, basically.
Oh, I thought this was a black tea. This is a green tea, which means this water's too hot for it. Ooh, like that. We'll let that water sit for a while. It's not gonna be the best tea, but
What? Okay, apparently my Twitch account is so old that I need to reset my password.
alright, here we go. What do I have?
Did I even end my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
The heck? Oh wait, I'm blue. Okay. And there's really nothing fancy to do right now. Here you go.
Alright. I'm going to... I have to take How do I check radio range? Space. Okay, so I'm gonna move him up. Right next to the road. Yep. This guy here because we want that. And what we got? No, that's planned out. Yes, and he will do nicely. Here you go.
Okay. There you go. I wonder if people are even awake this time of day.
I'm going to try this style for a little bit. That's not going to work for particularly long, but we will see.
I hope the audio.
Want to go into the room and check, or?
No, it's fine. No, I mean like the recording.
Like that's actually picking up sound?
Yeah. It should.
Because you can see that on the Twitch stream, right?
Oh no, I've checked. It should be fine. I mean like if it's not too what am I doing? Maybe I should turn this down a little bit. Not too late. Now, what would Willie do? If I were Willie, what would I do? It's so loud. Yeah, that's my computer streaming this.
Do you want to turn it down?
Yeah, okay.
If we can hear it from out here, from your room, that may or may not be a good decision to turn it down just a tad.
Okay. Here we go.
At least it means you have a nice mic.
I think you're at the center already. I believe if you were smart, you've CO'd one of your infantry and headed straight for the base. What was that?
So obviously we can't see what each other's doing, so Calvin's making guesses as to what I'm doing. Little does he know, I'm going straight for his base.
Ooh, I need to.
A little bit of that and a little bit of this. Well, as noted, so we're gonna have a little bit of trouble getting him over here or anywhere around here. So hopefully it doesn't hurt us too much.
The mouse if you want. Where's the mouse? It's over here. Alrighty. Maybe this is a bad idea. Actually, I'm really sure this is a bad idea, but I'm doing it. Well, here we go. Oh, that was a really bad idea. This is really dumb. I play tested this morning with these exact COs. I know what's gonna happen. Sorta. And I think I've made a pretty big blunder.
So obviously, as this is like pretty new, meta is still pretty non-existent over here.
Did you tell them how this is a crap map I threw together this morning?
I didn't tell them it was a crap map. I just kind of said it was a very open map.
Probably a crap map. But we got to test. That's how we know how crappy it is.
So that's not quite going to make what we want it to be. Right, I forgot that was the problem with this guy.
Ooh, like
that's sugar.
Here you go.
Thank you, Kellen. So now we are facing the troubles of having the shorter range, which actually throws everything off. And by everything, I mean the whole map design is totally based around the regular guys and not this guy, because this guy has shorter radio range. And that is playing into significant effect on this wider map. Right. That's not gonna work.
Oh.
So we'll try to get on there, and yeah, we are just out here. Just connect them, and once that's up and running, we will try and move out from there. In the meantime, right, as noted earlier, this guy will be particularly relevant in the early game. So let's swing that back to Kelvin and see what he does. What's got? Ooh, that Asian tea.
Mm-hmm.
The commander's drink.
The what?
The drink of commander. Tea.
Well, let's go take a look. Oh, geez, I'm not gonna. This is a really bad idea. Oh. I wasn't quite happy about that.
So what it sounds like is Kelvin was assuming I was in the middle of the map.
Yep.
He has now been pleasantly surprised that I did not even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
That requires too much forethought, which would be quite relevant in this game because you would be able to boost someone quickly ahead, as noted, because I can commander someone and they will have no restrictions to the radio range, which is the significant issue that I'm having right now because this map is built for the regular CO range. So everything is
it
one short.
It kind of is. Then again, all maps probably would be.
So yeah, his play is going to be probably very particular.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like the weirdest one out of a lot of them.
In particular, I think infantry movement's going to be kind of hard. You didn't end your turn, so I'm just going to end that.
Thank you.
Looks like we actually have a viewer. Oh yeah, and he also, because the commanders give radio range.
Are we at day 5 already? This guy says we're at day 5.
Intel. There is no intel.
No, not yet.
Well, we will find out once we actually get somewhere. Now let's do our basics. And radio goes around there, so that will capture us that, which will then give us access to all this wonderful stuff. So let's go. Oh, we got these guys up here, so let's just move them all over here, and we should be able to move forward a little bit more quickly. So these guys can get in here. So let's go one more of this guy. And from here on out, I think we will be switching over. So that's going to be our base units for now. And then we're probably going to switch over to tank artillery.
Is not okay. I think I've won. I think that's it. Unless you got something up your sleeve, Willford.
So Calvin thinks he's won this early into the match. How silly of him, Twitch chat.
This is not a balanced map.
Not balance, he said.
Probably
I've
not.
got the middle, he says. It's been captured, he says. But let's remember, Will is stronger in all facets, except he can't get his guys there fast enough. So when we actually do fight,
when your guys are not in your command zones, they are not.
It's link command zones, right?
No, it's just the command zone of the
1 unit.
Yeah, the 1 unit.
Okay. So that I think has been revised since the last time I heard.
No, that's the same.
But I think you told me last time differently.
What?
Yeah. That was the whole radio thing, and I was like, "Whoa!"
No. When the whole radio thing is for damage. If you want to use the Uberkrieg.
Oh yeah, no, the damage, the bandage bonus. I don't really care for the honestly like the super Uber power for the radio guy is that everyone within his radio range, I think takes 2 damage or takes some right now. Numeral damage. 2 being not that great to be honest. And it has to be within your radio range, so you have to be pretty much right up against everyone. But the base damage on everyone is going to be 20% higher as long as they're within a commander's CO radio tower.
I thought it was 100. I thought it was 40.
40? No, the CO himself I think is 40.
No, I think it's 180. 80. Not 180. 80 plus.
Alright, Twitch chat, and by Twitch chat I mean the one guy that's watching. Let's find out how much strength I have.
I am gonna do this. Oh, okay.
Here we go. So the commander on board is 80%.
What day are we at?
We are day 7.
Oh.
And everyone in the radio command range is 40%. That includes his radio range, and then every radio range is connected to him.
No.
Oh, so just his radio range. Okay. So yeah, so we do probably want to attach that to either
otherwise it wouldn't matter.
A recon or anything. Yeah, that's why I thought it was OP.
No.
Okay, so you'd probably want that on a recon because you have a wider range, but then your recon being a recon is weak. But him being commander and being 180%
Carnage
stronger.
Tyrant. If you've played Advance Wars, you will know that I stole this mechanics from Advance Wars 4. That is what that guy is. He's Advance Wars 4 CO.
Don't publicly announce that we've stolen from Nintendo, Kelvin.
The whole thing is stolen. Whole thing is stolen.
Ooh. Terrible idea.
Most of it.
While totally true, is not something that should probably be actively stated. Let's see how far you can go. Right up to the city. So boom, I think. And then, as noted, that will take us out.
I'm gonna go turn my stream off in my room.
Yeah, so here we are. Here's the dude. So he has controlled the city, which will kill us. But if we throw ourselves, we should. Oh, okay. So that doesn't actually work. So that'll work. So we gotta throw one guy on there, and everyone else is totally useless.
Well, let me know if talking into a mic is at all useful to you people. Person.
Okay, so we found Kelvin.
Is it annoying, or will you guys prefer silence?
He's probably got it, and hopefully we can strong arm him out of all that.
I don't think you can.
Most likely not.
I think that's it. I don't think maps with the base in the center might be a bad idea.
Let's see, we got 9 and we got 8 mobility. So we want one of these guys probably. But we wanted radio range. That was the relevant thing. We got a 3 and we have a 3 over here. So 3 for each, which is respectable. Infantry have 3. So everyone kind of has the
Carnage Tyrant think One of our voices is smooth and soothing. Or just soothing. Thank you.
Let's see. Recon Radio 5. So yeah, so you want high radio, but you want him to be not dead. So let's go with this. This should be hopefully okay. We'll get another guy just because we want to kind of fill out the map. As noted, we're probably going to die, as per Kelvin's current situation. But we'll see. We'll see if
I think if you didn't CO something right away to capture buildings, you're also low on buildings.
So hopefully the 40 plus will be able to strong arm him. Depends on how much he has in the middle. So,
I made a mistake.
Now hopefully this costly mistake will make him weak enough that we can actually destroy whatever on the factory or base.
Ooh, this isn't good.
And then put something on it. Sure, he has an extra base, but the production facilities of being there is completely irrelevant to him.
This is not good. It's not that bad.
I mean, you do have a strong advantage. You have the base in the middle, so I have to put a lot of effort into preventing you from having that, technically.
What should I do?
You should run, because I still can't remember my stats.
I think this is a good idea, except I won't have...
So 40%.
Alright, let's get some eyes.
Those guys are 40, so those infantry should be pretty strong. And that one guy in the middle should be...
Yeah.
The APC should be strong.
I'm really worried about how much defense this guy has for his units.
Twitch, I say something?
Because they're so...
So that's not as strong as we were hoping it to be. That guy's not going to die. So we will continue with our side quest. We're going to leave this guy right here. Now he has to stay there so that this radio tower remains connected. So that's it. Once he's connected, boom, everything else is kind of. We probably want to throw this guy around here just so we can give command to people around here. So now that he's connected, I can finally take this base, which has been long delayed. And we'll just kind of push him up. As noted, we have no roads, so the bike commander is effectively crap.
Yeah.
And we're going to move him up. I suspect he probably doesn't have too much artillery. It's probably a little bit more open. So we might swing this guy around just to check.
Willford can't attach his commander to his units because of the special CO doodads. For those of you who know what that means.
Oh, so it looks like as soon as I move out of the radio range, I lose the power.
Yeah.
Which means I can't do as much as I wanted to. But I could just move the commander. But we're worried about this spot. So it's a risk if we walk through there. And it's a risk we will take to check. Boom! Yes. There actually is no guy there. So as noted, this guy can't be killed. This guy might be okay, but there might be guys behind him. As noted, he shouldn't have that many guys around. He probably has to try to capture the cities up and below. What's that?
Don't tell me. I'll find out.
He will find out. But obviously what we want to do is we want to get this guy here. But he actually won't do that much damage either. So maybe we should just let him build whatever over there, because we can get this guy there to probably clean up, because we're probably going to buffer him with the power. So as noted, we want to be right behind him, but he has almost no range, so this won't be as strong for sure. So let's just test out some numbers. So that's a pretty decent number.
Oh, I got a text doodad here from Tyrant again. What we have here is we have a laptop on a... This is how we're doing it, to not see what's going on. We only have hot seat functional. I only have hot seat functional right now. So I got a laptop on the Lazy Susan, and we're spinning it around. So like we're sitting across from each other at the kitchen table.
Ooh, no.
I got the Lazy Susan from IKEA for about $10.
All right, we're gonna put this guy here just so we can get radio range. It's gonna be a little bit safer instead of trying to grab his radio range. And as long as I don't kill him, that would be bad actually. That would be very bad.
Right. Taking a long time.
And let's build a new style guy. You gotta provide commentary, Calvin. People like the commentary.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
All right, commentary. I'm not happy about this, and I'm not happy about this. Oh, what's happening over here? I don't know what's happening over here. Does he have other stuff? I can't see it. I don't think he has other stuff.
So as noted before, Calvin's liked the covert ops in the past, so I suspect he's got at least one covert op looking for my commander. That is, once again, provided I have a commander. He doesn't know whether or not I have one yet.
Well, you have the APC at the very least.
That's true. So I have APC and I have the commander bikes. Those guys do get the 80% plus bonus, but they're not going to be as strong as, say, a tank or a mega tank, or what do we have? Medium tanks?
Land cruiser and the medium. I call it the heavy tank.
Okay.
The British might call it a Overwatch tank. No, I call it the infantry tank, which is like a slow tank that takes Overwatch positions and defend tanks and infantry from other tanks.
That makes sense. So if we put RCO power on like a stronger tank, then it's going to be close to unkillable. So you're going to want other tanks or artilleries to kill it. But if you got a medium tank and you're 80% stronger than all other tanks,
I don't think he has anything big enough to deal with this.
That's going to be scary. So I don't have anything big enough to deal with that, which means he's either got rockets, artillery, or tanks. Yeah. Probably not anti-infantry.
Jeez. Dang, I did that wrong too. Okay. I need boots to the ground.
So boots to the ground meaning he probably is lacking infantry. So he's lacking the infrastructure for his radio range.
Big map. It's a big wide map. It's not that big. It fits in a screen, so it's not that big.
Okay, so he's command CO'd his covert ops. There he is. That guy can take down people. So we don't like that guy. We don't like him at all. More notably, his commander doesn't get any stronger, right?
No.
No, it just gives radio range.
Yours the only one that does.
So let's do some basic upkeeping. As noted, this guy has to stay forever. And we'll just kind of bring up the rear. This guy can do that by himself, so we can kind of leave him off to his own devices. And we'll just kind of bring people in around just to grab some radio range. So, I mean, these command posts on the corner, they're really not worth too much. They're not... Are they worth points?
What?
Are they worth money?
What?
Command posts.
Posts are worth money. Radio tower is the one that isn't
right,
worth money.
So I stand corrected. These are relevant.
I don't remember how much money is on the map per side.
So yeah, so we see if we put a guy on this guy, we're going to get a little bit
benefit. Use the mouse if you're going to point at things. You're pointing at things. Nobody can see what you're pointing at.
Well, I've clicked on him. Yeah, so this guy, we got a nice radio range here. Significantly better than the APC, which is now dead. Oh, he's not dead. He's just been disabled. The only way to bring him back is to actually have another APC. So that's me kind of relevant. Let's get a couple of these guys just because we can kind of push them out to the front line. And let's do, I believe, let's get out of here. How do we get out? Nope. I think we want this. Nope. That was not. Oh, yes, it is. We want to. Yes, there we go. So he's going to find out pretty quickly that we've commanded someone.
Oh.
And likely we'd want to bring him in range to do some stuff. Notably, the covert ops only has 1 bullet. However, he can be replenished, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if he gets an APC to that guy next turn, he now has another shot.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't like that. So we want to make sure that guy is
Stop
dead.
giving up your secrets, man. I had a hunch.
So that should be okay. As noted, we got a radio range of 2, so see how that goes. 1, 2. So 1, 2. So that's kind of blocked, but at least we have radio range for this guy, which might be this location, which might be relevant enough. So once again, we're kind of taking a risk here because we don't know what's here, but we kind of got to do something at this point. So yeah, so we got radio ranges around here. This guy is disabled. And we're just going to collect these 2 next turn. Maybe throw them in here. That might be hard to get to, but we'll have to do that anyways. So that's going to be hard to kill. That should be not too bad. Okay, so we can actually get this guy over here. So,
alright, we have some people who don't know how the radio works.
Oh, okay.
Or at least one person.
We can explain that next time around.
Yeah, I can do it on my turn if you like.
Yes, please. Yeah, let's not bore these people. So let's do that. Take that out.
Oh wait, no, he's talking about the UI. You need a grid to show the total radio network. Oh!
So we got the space bar here. This effectively is the total radio bar. You can see the blue here that is disconnected on the cities, and everything in this yellow, because I'm pretty well interconnected, is all positive. So this is all within
I'm calling it broadcast.
Broadcast range?
So
All
there's
right.
like your radio coverage, which includes the dark blue areas, and then there's the broadcast range, which is the place where you can actually get orders to and move your units.
All right. So as noted, we have our command city over here, which gives us a little bit. We have this guy, which we needed in order to get to this tower. This tower then gives us this nice radio range, and then the rest of it is just little individual guys.
One more T, Willie, or you okay?
Providing us our range, and that gives us this main battle map over here. I'm okay on T.
Alright, now I'm going to have the rest of these.
So as noted, we can't kill that guy. That guy is pretty much unkillable, but we do want to protect this guy, because this guy, our commander, is pretty much our most important guy at the moment. So let's just kind of block him in, get a little bit of vision. And this guy is going to be out of range next turn, as noted by the blue over here. So let's get him in range and maybe just kind of around, just a little bit protected for some fodder. And we'll move him up.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Finish your turn.
And now we're finished.
All right. So just in case you don't know, Willie, if you park a covert operative on if I park an covert operative on a
city,
a radio tower, I can command because technically the radio range is 0, and 0 includes the space. That's the space the unit occupies, which includes the radio tower.
Oh,
but you can't do that because you got -1.
But I can,
because your CO is -1
radio
range.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so that is quite relevant. So that's going to be pretty cool. So it would be like if a spy took over a propaganda radio tower and then is commanding forces from it. Something like that.
Oh no. You killed it. How? Oh, you have a tank. Oh. You have a big
so
tank.
now, as noted, Kelvin is seeing that I have a light tank. They're pretty weak. But as noted, it's an 80% stronger light tank, both defensively and attack-wise.
That's a lot. I don't think I can deal with that.
And everyone around him within his broadcast range of 2 is 40% stronger. So hopefully over here we can just strong arm him out of the middle. So he's got a little bit
I don't have
money.
enough to build something stupid to push you back out.
So yeah, so chances are he's gonna have money for light tanks, infantry, IFVs. I can't remember what they're.
Yes, IFVs.
What do they stand for?
Infantry fighting vehicle.
So yeah, so the infantry fighting vehicle, it's gonna be got nice flat guns, easy to kill out infantry, probably one-shots. Mine might not be able to be one-shotted because I'm 40% stronger. But chances are he can build those light tanks, artilleries. If he stayed up, he can get himself a medium tank or a rocket. But the rocket being on such an open map and not a lot of ground infantry units, as we noted, is going to be very difficult for him to protect. So if you overrun him with tanks, that's going to be difficult. Just because on maps specifically, we played on previous maps where there was nice protective forest coverage, mountain coverage, and that becomes incredibly hard to fight.
Oh no, I don't have any radio. Okay, one more thing. Bases need command to deploy.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can't broadcast to it right now, so I can't deploy anything.
That is new.
Which I forgot about. No, all the other maps I've built, they were within HQ or something.
So that is relevant. So that means you may or may not have to post a guy nearby, like an infantry or something, just for sole purposes of building stuff on your bases.
So unhappy with my own performance right now.
So as noted, as I've mentioned a couple of times, so basically this one map has the one radio range where you need someone to chain between your base and within the radio tower on your side. So that particular radio tower is going to be effectively your base of radio, and you need to keep that alive. Technically, if you swing a covert op in there to disable whoever you got in there, might be hard, but it could disable his entire front line.
Oh look, it's friend Kyle. Hi, friend Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Radio probably needs to be locked to buildings instead of units, so it's easier both in terms of calculation and mental tracking. Are you talking about your covert op thing? There's a 10-second delay, so we'll wait 10 seconds and see if Kyle says something. By the way, Kyle, sorry for using a real name. Case Ops is okay. Oh no, I've done it. Well, I think there's only 6 people watching, so maybe it's not too bad. Do people care? Kyle?
Generally, no. Don't give his last name.
Okay.
So yeah, I keep wanting to move that guy, but we noted we can't actually move him. So now we've got control of the middle. We don't know what's out here, but we'd like to see. Maybe we can do like a little run by. Yeah, that'll be nice. The only problem with this run by is if he gets stuck on someone, then he's going to die. That's just going to happen. So maybe let's take a more conservative route. Yeah, not too far, because he's got some decent vision. I believe we have Advanced Wars 4 style vision, which means if I run by, I get all the vision of it, right?
What? I wasn't paying attention to what you say.
So if I run a recon through something, I get the entire vision, and that stays for the turn. All right, so we're going to run him around, and hopefully he doesn't hit anything.
And you know how forest works and all that, right?
Forest, you can run by it. You have to be right beside it, right?
Yeah. Good.
All right, so we're going to take a risk. We're going to let me use the mouse here. I'm going to run through a couple of these. Okay, well, that's not showing up. But we're going to run through the blue squares and just kind of hope he's not in there. And we're pretty clear.
I'm not happy.
So that's good for us. We want to capture the command post up and down. We don't know if he's around there or not, but we want to keep this guy safe, number 1. So put him in the back over here, but still within command range. And we're going to post a couple of guys just nearby. He's going to have to invest quite a bit in order to just take out this factory, which is now ours, as noted. And we're going to move upwards because we want to capture this.
Too long.
I'm going to take this guy. And let's move a couple more guys in just for radio range and fodder. And we got a little bit over here, so we need to move stuff up, but that might be a little hard. So let's. Don't know what he has, and I don't know if my tanks can take out infantry. So let's just check our little intel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. That should be a decent amount. I don't know if we can afford this. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, so we can get one of these just to round out our numbers, just so we can hopefully blow something up. And we want a little bit more health on this guy, just because we want him at 10, just for capturing purposes. And now we'll end our turn and give it back to Kelvin.
Not happy. Very unhappy.
So it's noted, we haven't seen what Kelvin has. We don't know if he has artillery. We don't know if he's stocking up. But he's definitely lost control of the middle of the map, which is going to be important. Not necessarily for battle purposes, because there's really no significant advantage to being that much further up the map. The only purpose is the factory for production purposes and for the extra little income.
Factory's a big get. You can get a unit advantage, unit count advantage, and then I won't be able to catch up.
Oh, right.
I won't be able to move around you.
Yeah, as mentioned, that also means that I don't have to bring heavier units such as the medium tank or the rocket up to the front line from all the way back at home, which I forgot. Rockets will be particularly hard because they're on wheels, and this map in particular does not have a road through the middle or through to the other side, which means you can't drive him across.
Oh, this sucks.
He's going to travel at infantry speed, which for a rocket is going to be horribly useless.
This is a bad idea. Don't do that. No. Okay. What do you have? What do you have? I think I have to play it real. No, I'm not telling you nothing. Yeah, that's right.
Calvin's trying to play all smart and deny information, which is important.
I'm losing.
Noted, I don't know what he has. And I haven't seen a lot of his money either. So really the two main questions now are, what does Kelvin have, and does he have control of the top and bottom command posts? And we're going to hopefully get a look-see on that soon.
Ooh, the Twitch phone app is not great.
Oh, so we're going to actually lose control over there. Do units heal on cities when they're not in radio range?
Yes. Right? Okay. I don't remember.
We will find out. So we need him right against that.
Pretty sure they do.
So that's not actually going to hit, but we really have no other choice in this matter, because you can see that radio range over here. This is from the tower, and that just kind of skims by everyone. Yeah. Well, not skims by. It's super off. So that's not going to hit anyone, so we're going to have to come back for that.
Oh, by the way, Willie, here's the chat if you want to check it out sometimes. Just grab it when you're on your off turn or something.
Yes, the infantry in front of the HQ does have the most boring job in life. So chances are Kelvin's got one as well. So he's just there for
boring is good in war. It means you're not dying. Probably.
So he's going to be out of range too, which kind of is annoying.
I'm very upset.
We might be able to throw him on the mountain. That might actually give him some fun, because that's going to give him vision, which will be quite useful. It's also going to expand our line. And with that, the factory is ours and puts Kelvin in a significant disadvantage. Let's go over here. Can you drop then supply?
No.
So let's bring him up. Remember this guy.
Units that get dropped are supplied.
Okay. So remember this guy. He got covert ops earlier. Now he's back in action, and now we have 2 APC commanders.
Ooh.
And obviously this guy is still our important guy. It's going to take a little while to open up. So
beefy units for $5,000.
So next turn we're going to want to spend some of our money right on here, because that's going to be useful. So let's get a little bit of vision.
I'm so unhappy.
Do some more scouting, just because that's kind of relevant for us. He's really far off, probably protecting the cities, and that's about it. But at least we know he's not within vision range of us, most likely. Unless he's running a recon around.
I have Vision Plus, you don't know that.
That's true, he has Vision Plus. And if he's doing what I'm doing and running a recon around, that might be... He might have a good sense of what I have. Because, as noted again, this map, super open, he's got nothing. We might actually try to do something fun later. we're gonna see how that works out.
Yeah.
Just because we can. We'll see how much fighting we actually do, because I probably gonna like try and seal because we want to build up our COs as noted with this guy. I didn't actually think about it, but Kelvin did mention it in our previous games. So what you do is, my power has effectively no limitations on the number of people who can be commanders. So by the end of the game, if it goes for a long time and I don't lose anybody, then I can have multiple commanders. So I can start having infantries as individual commanders by themselves. And then that means my army in its entirety will be 80% stronger, which will be slightly better than the 40 within the radio range, and then the I think they're regular if they're just outside the radio range.
Oh, what did you build in there? Oh, there's like 3 of them. Jeez. Oh, I'm so upset. Well, I'm really upset with you.
Well, that would be an interesting proposition if you lock the radio to buildings instead. What has been going around with that is effectively, this map in particular only has one radio. Generally, there would be multiple radios that link to each other, and then those will be your avenues of attack. So if we had radio ranges that kind of connect each of them, you'll see that you won't actually need any units to block in there. You'll just have their base, and then you'll just chain radio towers together. This map in particular just isn't showcasing that.
Yowza. Okay.
Red units face the left, like they don't give a fuck. I'm pretty sure the left and right facing were for distinguishing purposes. So if you have units facing...
Oh, okay. Right now they both face this way. What's this? Left?
Left, Calvin.
They both face left, and this is an issue for color blindness. I would like to have different sprites for each faction. We'll see how that turns out. But like the colors I have, the order I put them in, and the way I decided to face them wasn't good for people who had color blindness. So like green and red face each other, but green and red is not good. Willie here is color.
Yeah, I'm partially colorblind. I'm not like blind. I've got the
So like red and green is hard for him.
Yeah, the slight differentiation issues.
Which is why we're using blue and red, but they face the same ways. We'll fix that. That's not too difficult. Here you go.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So once again, we'll see if we can actually see Kelvin, and we cannot.
What are they actually talking about?
Yes, my guys are facing left, and they're not actually facing the fight.
Oh.
And now we will find out if he's here. He is not. So, as noted, he does not have the bottom command post, which I now have.
Do you have the top? Do you have both? You have both?
Maybe.
By the way, your properties, your command properties, I think they give, also, they don't?
They don't give vision, because I cannot
not
see
vision, not vision. Power.
Color.
Power? Yeah. Your COP. Not your COP, your
oh, my command, my base?
Passive, your day-to-day. I think they do.
So we'll find out when someone tries to attack me, whether or not the command post down here, this building, you can't actually see it because I covered it, but yeah, actually here, this command post will actually give me CO powers, i.e. the additional 40%.
I think it should.
So now we are getting close, and I think this costs that much. So we're almost there.
I think he might be OP, this guy.
But this is... We basically, we're going to want to pick a side, and then we're going to try and strong arm into that side, and then just kind of take a monetary
I don't have the muscle.
Advantage. Just remember, we got to stay within command range, because we want the commander's power. So let's go over here. Okay, we've got this guy. This guy can actually give us a bunch of vision, which is nice. So now we can see that he is trying to go to the bottom side to grab the command post, and we can kill him. I think my recon died. Yeah, so my recon died a little bit earlier. So right now, we're not really caring too much about the radio broadcast, but it is a little worrisome considering we don't actually have anybody here. So maybe we'll park a guy here as well. So now we have 2 boring guys. Oh, and as you can see, we just suddenly lost radio command because we're not in range. So that's kind of the issue here, where your front line, because in this map there's no radio range, kind of an issue. So we got to keep somebody in radio range, and they have to be alive. The alive portion being kind of significant. So this guy might actually be kind of nice, because you can see on the mountain the infantry gives a lot more radio range. So if we can get a commander next to him, that infantry can help broadcast significantly. And we're just going to kind of hope that no one is strong enough to kill this guy, because he's strong. He should be fine. Oh, I do have a recon. I forgot. Okay, so there can't be anybody in these 2, so we'll be safe. There might be someone in the forest, but that's fine. We can't kill him because we're not in the command CO range, which... Oh yeah, because you're not in the entire range, you want to be in just that guy's range, so that's kind of unfortunate. But he should be down to about 3 health-ish. And we can just kind of move our guys a little bit forward and just kind of start cleaning up.
Oh, jeez.
And we will see who's in here.
I got no muscle.
And there should be a guy, yeah. Okay, so this little guy should be pretty nice for clearing out these guys. He must have some kind of rocket or artillery in the background, and we'll just kind of move this guy a little closer. Should make... Ooh, if we move him here, that'd be nice. But obviously that makes it a little bit more dangerous. But we're about making the dangerous plays, aren't we? So he...
Well, I drank from your cup.
Oh, alright. Well, you can drink less from my cup next time. Strangely enough, this guy is not in command range. So I kind of messed up there. Same way Kelvin did, in that I can't deduce anything from that.
Yes.
But that's okay. I didn't have the money I wanted to anyways. So we want this guy for funsies, but let's just build that, because he's going to be able to get to we'll build a light tank further back so we can get him to the front lines a little bit faster. As noted, we've got the little dudes.
Oh boy, look at that.
Kind of sitting around, so...
Well, I'm in trouble.
I'm using the washroom.
Willie's away. I'm not going to narrate too much because I don't want Willie to know what's going on because I'm getting my ass booped. Let's get in here and see what he's got. Let's get back here so in case something tries to drive up next to it. I'm going to take that. I can't take that. I'm going to give up these cities so I can take that. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to push this top side. We're just going to move our army up here. Forget this. It can go to heck. We're going to attempt to take these 2 top properties. Let's get some artillery in range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. This guy's not in range of the commander radio range. I'm gonna. Oh, maybe he is. Let's check this out. Nope. So he's Pickens. I can try and take him out. It's not a terrible trade. It's not great. Yeah, we're gonna swing. We're just gonna move everything out of here. Forget this top bit. Try to mass up enough covert ops to hit all of his commanders at once, maybe. I got enough money, kinda. Let's see what's in here. I can't see it because I can't move far enough, and I don't have my abilities yet. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want.
I might actually have a guy who's awake who might be willing to watch this.
Huh?
I might have a guy who's awake who's willing to watch this.
Oh. Wake him up. or call him or whatever it is you kids do.
Is that your phone?
Yes. This one?
It's my phone.
I don't know.
Oh. So I've lost my phone. Which is unfortunate and strange.
I feel like it was here recently.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it.
So Calvin's probably making a move, which isn't necessarily a bad idea, but it just means he's going to start taking a risk now.
Okay. Here you go.
So what's your Twitch
Kelvin to the moon.
To
do that on your off turn. Unless I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just texting him.
Oh.
The infantry. Nope, nothing has changed. Right. So he's made his move. As noted, I don't have radio to get to here, so I actually have to put someone with. I have to put like a recon in there to give him a little bit more space, which is going to be kind of annoying. This guy up here, I'm just going to leave him. This is too much effort. So as noted, we have command range all around here, and so we can just pop him straight through. Yep. And as noted, we want all these guys dead, and ideally we want to one-shot them, and that will do nicely. So pop. Ooh, yeah, he's making big moves.
Oh, by the way, let's do a standard 30-day limit.
Okay. So as noted, because I have commander APCs, they are nice and strong. So boom, one shot.
Wait, really?
Boom, one shot.
Wait, full health? Are they that strong?
Yeah, they're 80% stronger, meaning strong enough. So that's only 50, but we wanna capture this. So maybe we'll keep them on the tower. Oh, the command post actually gives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Does it give radio as well? Yeah, it does. Okay, so.
Oh, that's the whole point.
So he's giving radio to the infantry on the mountain, which now means in order for Calvin has to kill this infantry to block all this radio range, which will be incredibly difficult because you have to run through here, even with any of my guys on it. So we'll just do some simple capture, and this should be the end of Kelvin.
How much money do you have? Do you have more money? Yes, you do. I think you have both command posts. That's what I think.
There it is. That's what we wanted to see, and we want that guy dead. We want that guy super dead.
Oh, sweet Lord! How many things are dead?
Ooh. Okay, so he's actually got tank up here. Can we reach him? Yeah, we can. So this might kill his artillery, and he's just flooded with infantry. But what he doesn't know is we have this. So this this will end it. He literally cannot kill this, and he actually knows what that is now. No. He literally cannot. It's done. Is that a tank? Yeah, that's a tank. So we're just gonna kind of clean up some of the infantry here. Ooh, he's got a lot of
60 is too much. I might have to split the.
He's got a lot of stuff up here. So he's just trying to flood in, which might be wow. That is a lot of stuff.
How much of it did you kill, though?
So we haven't actually killed much of it, but the bonus here is that recon, these things can't touch my APCs or tanks. His infantry can't do jack against my tanks. I don't have that many, but he can't do anything against it. So I'm probably going to actually a recon is going to take time to get in. So we'll probably just build something strong in the middle to clean that up afterwards. So this is the only thing that can really do damage to us, unless he's got something else a little bit further back. So we can use this guy. We're gonna keep him in the back just to clean up anybody we want to kill. Oh wait, do we have radio range on him? Yeah, we do have radio range on him.
Good guy.
So we'll just keep him here as fodder, And
My man.
we'll move a couple guys up just because we want to bolster our lines. So he's got a big giant line. He just has a weak giant line. And we need to get to the artillery.
Oh boy, that's like half of them. Okay, alright. That's really bad. Well, what can we do? How many command doodads can you possibly have? Oh, jeez.
So we're going to boil some more water.
Yes, please. You see it?
Are we just using tap water
The Brita.
or?
Is it done? Yeah. Boop. Let's try that. This isn't hopeless. This isn't completely hopeless. What should I really be aiming for? Ooh. This, probably. No, I know what I'll do. Yowza, what is happening?
We're going to mouse if you want.
What do you have in
You've sent hundreds of men to die, Kelvin. Yes, he certainly has.
I'm not happy.
This Kelvin.
No.
So this is the Soviet Russia battle of what is the city? Stalingrad?
I
think was it the Stalingrad?
Oh gosh.
Do we? Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I think that's it. Well, you know what? Let's keep going.
Oh, he probably saw the Land Cruiser. That's what that was. So the fun thing about the Land Cruiser is we've tested some of the damage percentages, and a rocket I think deals maybe 2 or 1 damage to him. But mind you, I'm at 80% strength because of the commander.
I think that's too much. I think I have
So
to lower it.
he actually has to. He might be doing a randomized chance to do 1 damage with a rocket on that guy. So that guy is pretty much literally unkillable. Unless he covert ops it. So that's why the covert op against my CO is particularly relevant, because that's going to completely disable him.
Oh no!
But obviously I have a couple of APCs in the region, so if I can bring him back up, he'll be good again to move, but he'll be disabled for the turn.
What are they saying? Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is I think this is what they call this is what a rout is in traditional sense. Oh, I'm so upset. Oh no, this entire
So it looks like the commander CO is pretty strong. Kellen doesn't have any advantage except for vision, but in this map, because it's so wide open, vision.
I thought it would help.
It might, but it looks like it's not strong enough. So maybe we might do some tweaking. Maybe you get a little bit extra vision just from it, because we're not entirely sure at this point.
I don't think that'll help. There's just not enough muscle on this character. But that's the point.
So as noted, my guy might be a little strong, especially since the APCs can one shot.
Oh, part of it is I spend all my money on covert ops, and they all died, or a lot of them did. Well, one, but that was enough to pop me out. Well, let's see where this goes. How far can this thing attack? Far enough. Okay.
So he's got a rocket from the sounds like it, and he's hitting something, possibly the commander light tank, because hitting the Land Cruiser is probably a lost cause. You just want to kill everything
it's
around
on a property,
the Land
dude. So even if I
oh, it's also on a property, meaning it gets an extra 2 stars of defense.
No. Well, I'm always gonna say repairs if I try to disable it.
Ooh, that's even worse.
It will prevent it moving 1 turn, but.
So he's killed my light tank? Yes, he's killed my light
I'm
tank.
not sure it's worth it to keep going. You want to play a different map?
If you want.
Oh no. Anybody care? Out there, internet?
Boom. So
I only got one other map.
This guy can finally leave his post. And so that's kind of what happens when you have a bunch of infantry. So they just kind of line up and just kind of keep moving forward. This guy's out of radio range, so technically he's useless. That's a covert op. We like him dead. if possible. Ooh. Oh, is that my commander? Was he?
Are you having trouble with the colors?
No problem with the colors. It's just he's dark.
Oh.
And he's been covert opt, but I don't see my commander light tank, which I think you've killed.
No, I have covert op. I don't think I killed it.
So maybe this guy is my commander.
Oh,
I
but
can't
the
remember.
X might be covering up the star.
Yeah. So that might be what's happening over there.
That might be a problem.
So we don't like this guy, but they're all question marked. Doesn't question mark mean outside of command range?
What?
No, they're in range unless. What does question mark mean again? Doesn't
Question mark means you're not broadcasting to them somehow.
Wow.
So check your global radio range.
So Kelvin screwed himself.
What?
Kelvin's units are outside of the radio range.
Really?
Apparently, he does not have connection to the radio tower. So I can actually ignore all these units for this turn, and they can retaliate though, right?
Huh?
They can retaliate though,
Yeah,
right?
they can counterattack.
So let's just kind of ignore him for this turn if possible. We're just gonna try and kill as many things around his stuff as possible. Character. So pop. As noted, we can one shot. Yep. One shot. He has nobody there, so we want to see if we can get this covert op dead. That's proving kind of difficult. Surprisingly difficult. Yeah, we're still in range because of this guy. That's what's bringing us in range. Everyone else is out of range, but this guy, that's what's bringing us in. So it's noted this the bottom radio tower here, that's actually quite important for us right now. We can move our bike because he's trapped. Okay, he's dead. So that's pleasant. And we'll just round it out. We're gonna want to supply this tank back up, and we can keep moving forward. And so yeah, so that's pretty nice. Then we can pop in. We can go for a rocket, but I think with our speed right now, we can probably just kind of start barreling forward with some medium units. Looks like we got enough money, so we'll build another tank back here just for the treads, and we'll keep moving forward. As noted again, that tank is useless. And here we go.
Oh God! What? Oh shoot!
So that's the kind of thing that happens when you're not being careful with this game. It is a lot. It is an issue to track, and as noted, Kelvin did lose control of all his army. So in that turn, I could have walked completely past him. He could eventually give them radio back, and they would have been back in action. But in this case, it didn't actually really matter because I killed them.
Well, how many units do you have? Do you know off the top of your head?
20? Maybe
20.
15? Like some infantry, but I've got like probably a good 3 tanks.
I kind of want to play this through and see if I can get you.
I got a land cruiser, but if you can covert op it,
I can try.
If Calvin wins this, then the sacrifice of all his men will surely be worth it. The millions of infantry that died being run over by tanks. I feel like if we put morale in this game, like Total War style, they'd be the oop, our water's ready.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm getting radio from somewhere else.
Me or you?
You.
I'm getting it from the bottom command tower.
Ooh, and you have the top command tower. So I'm at a unit count disadvantage. I'm at a money disadvantage. I think it's time to call it. Yeah, okay, I can't win. Kelvin yields. The men can go home.
Before Calvin yields, I want to take a look at what he's got.
I'll turn army on like 15. I don't know. Here we go.
So let's take a look at what Kelvin's got.
Here, use the mouse to point at things that you think are interesting to look at. So I have nothing. I have this. And that's it. And they're brand new, and they're not near
Right.
the front.
So as noted, Kelvin likes his covert ops,
And they're
but
not
they're
working
really
out.
hard to use because as noted, you have to swing in and kill a specific covert op, a specific
How
commander.
many
So like,
command things do you got going on?
I got a couple APCs, but those aren't great. So yeah, if you can cut off radio towers, like if this was a bigger map and he was able to swing in, maybe take out whatever was controlling this radio tower or this command post, he'd be able to take out the entire command structure. But usually, once you bulk up near the front over here, you've probably got like a commander around here, or as long as you got one person touching one of these guys, then everyone else just kind of chains along. So that's usually the issue. He tried to go for numbers and try to build through the looks like at the top side over here. He would have barreled through for a little bit, but then I could have just swung in straight up and kind of just like went in. Because he doesn't have any tanks. He doesn't have anything that can actually kill the mid-tier units, which is the strong army. So the IFVs, the tanks, recon.
Oh yeah, both my artilleries are done.
So with artillery, you need a strong front line and a strong artillery backing with it. And just because we're in such an open map, he doesn't have the line or the firepower to sustain it. So if he brought all his infantry right over here with everything he had, and maybe killed a couple of infantries and had a couple more artillery, he might have had a better, more effective chance of taking things out, just because I'd be killing infantry and he'd be retaliating artillery to tank, which is a better trade. So yeah, he spent a lot of his money on covert ops and not enough money on the actual army boosting, but as noted, my army's pretty strong. So
I built an APC on the first turn to move infantry up to the base when I should have built no covert op to intercept your dudes.
Yeah, so let's see what I have and let Kelvin see. So that's what I got.
Yeah, I mean, if I took this out, I might be able to win.
Yeah, so as noted, if Kelvin took out Land Cruiser and a couple of this,
if I hit them all at once, I might be able to do it. No, you got this thing happening over here.
Yeah, so he wouldn't.
So you just be able to build another APC or something.
So he can't really.
Can't win.
Take out command structure, so he has to kind of like swing into the front. There's not too much here, but notably, I have the money to pump out light tanks. Probably.
Oh, and look, you got your CO Krieg skill ready too.
So I can probably pump out tanks two to three times a turn.
You can do a heavy tank
or IFVs, and this will kind of. I don't need anything heavier, just because I can kind of crush him.
Carnage Tyrant states, one concern I have is that online matches will be pretty boring because you effectively can't see anything the entire enemy turn.
It sort of will be, because that's the kind of match we're playing now. Because
maybe that's why Advanced Wars makes it so that you can hear stuff, but like it gives things away, so I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that right now. Once we get networking going, we can look into that.
Yeah, because the purpose here is kind of to simulate that you don't know what's going on. Like, as mentioned, that information of, is Kelvin going bottom? Is Will going top? Did Will, run to the center? That's things you're kind of guesstimating on, and it's, I think, something ideally you'd like to keep. But yeah, we do understand that it's going to be incredibly boring. That you
No, I think if you can run into your enemy within the first 3 to 5 turns, it's probably fine.
That's because then you'll poke, and you'll be looking for information.
That provides some thrill, just poking around looking for stuff. I would like to show you guys some fun things you can do with the Vision range, Vision plus CO, before we kill this map, because I think they're fun. So I'm going to cheat. Willie, would you like to see this?
Sure.
So I'm going to use the Krieg skill, and that's going to give, if you're familiar with Advanced Wars, that's a Sonya power. It's going to give me vision into all the hiding places, and it's going to give me a little more range.
Did you ever use your CO power?
No, I didn't make it because you killed her. Wait, I should have gotten it. Oh well. Anyway, so that'll give me some vision, but it'll also give me the ability to deploy dummy units. Yeah, like I can see this now, but it'll give me dummy units, and I can use them to deploy. I can use them as a way to see into his. So I can deploy anywhere that I can see, and what I can like if I don't care about them as dummies, I can use them to see into further. So I can deploy a covert op, and now I can see all of that, and then I can keep going. So that's one way to use the CO, the Krieg skill without actually, right.
Oh, good
so
Lord.
so you don't have to use them as dummy units. So dummy units are units that can only do the wait command. What am I thinking? Yeah, but like they're essentially units with 1 HP, so that if you do any checks on it, you can still see what's going on, but they can't attack or nothing like that. So, and because my HP are hidden, what Willie will see is just like, oh look, recon, not a recon, covert ops suddenly over there. All right, we got some comments here from Carnage Tyrant. AW PvP with Fog of War is pretty shitty though. The only solution I see is having small maps. Why don't you use that power before getting everybody killed? I don't think I had it charged up. I had to cheat for that. But if I did, I think my spirits were so low I would have given up.
And that's the problem, guys. It's not the morale of the men. It's the morale of the commander. He started making bad decisions.
All right. I'm gonna... How about another game, Willie?
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to play on this open map again?
Sure.
Try
I will
something
pick
different?
someone else because this guy seems kind of
OP.
I think he might be a little strong.
I think I have to make his defense not so good.
It's like the ranged artillery guy on the other map. It was just built, maybe not the map itself, but the other map with ranged guy was just OP as hell.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording and start it again, but the stream's gonna keep going.